But up ahead, there are more mountains to climb on the long, bumpy road to Anchorage.
Oh, it's pretty. These roads are terrible.
All right, you got 9 miles in. You're looking good.
Whenever he sees something strange coming down the road, Nolan Holman grabs his camera.
No, this is the first time a Houston police car has been up here.
Holman runs the last cafe in Canada the Houston police bikers will pass on the road to Alaska.
And there he heads towards Anchorage.
As Mr. Holman learned, the Houston bikers don't stay in one place very long. They have to keep moving. And so far, as they approach the Alaska border, they're right on schedule.
Everybody's wanting something to happen almost because it's such good luck so far.
Uh-oh.
If you're going to travel 5,000 miles from Houston to Anchorage, you've got to expect a flat tire on the support van somewhere along the way. But Kluane Lake is a beautiful place to be stuck.
We tried to call Houston, but they wouldn't send a tire truck out.
You got the time? You timing me on this one?
Mike Deonte, a Canadian Mountie along for the ride, helps change the flat, and the bikers are back on the road.
You can't beat Canadian hospitality. Fantastic. Go!
But the Houston bikers have to move on. They glide over the last Canadian hill and coast into the U.S. Customs Station, giving high fives to the inspectors.
Welcome to Alaska, gang.
Yeah. I've always wanted to get to Alaska, and this is a good way of seeing a lot of it.
The police officers are still 500 miles from Anchorage, with nothing but the sky above and the road below, and plenty of time to think about why they're here.
Texas got big hearts down there, eh?
The officers all know someone who has died of leukemia. When the Canadian Mounties found out what the Houston cops were doing, they got on their bikes and joined in.
One of our Canadian boys, the Mounted Police Detachment, died of leukemia. He was a real fighter, so I guess in a way, my friend and I are here to support him. Hopefully he'd be a little proud of us.
Got a beaver. Got a beaver.
On the long road to Anchorage, the Houston bikers have pedaled past some sights they probably wouldn't have seen had they not been on a bike. The slower pace here allows them to look around and enjoy it all. The bikers have seen some beautiful country, all right, but what they won't see here in Alaska is any nightlife. It's almost midnight now, and the sun is still shining. When you're this close to the Arctic Circle, the sun never sets in the summer.
Beautiful night for this. It doesn't get any better than this.
Nice long downhill.
Yeah, amen.
Let's pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Move it out. Let's go. Man, it'll be hot soon. Pick it up.
Over the next mountain range lies the city of Anchorage and the end of a 5,000-mile trip.
I'm in Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah, baby. All the way from Houston, Texas. 12 days and 6 hours.
Anchorage police escort the Houston bikers to a waiting crowd of family and friends who've flown up to celebrate the end of an historic trip.
Welcome.
And I'll give you a key to the city that won't open much.
But the $170,000 raised by the bikers on this trip will open doors to leukemia research. In 12 days, the Houston police officers have proven that almost anything is possible.
12 days? I never have ridden my bike for 12 days.
Doctors are closing in on a cure for Michael, thanks in part from the money raised on this trip. And for the bikers, that's like finding a pot of gold.
We made it, buddy. They said it couldn't be done, and we did it.
And congratulations to them. As Charlie said, the goal of the journey was to raise money to fight leukemia. If, as a secondary result, folks think more kindly toward the police and toward policing here, these men and women, and we too, say, so be it.
Coming up, a look back at communications in Texas with a man who's been communicating for years, Ray Miller. Taking the wheel and taking control on the water and in business. We'll see where the two meet. And we'll meet some of our rush hour companions, the people behind the microphone when you're behind the wheel, as Steve Smith Sunday continues.
25 service road to Shaver. We have reports of an injury accident.